Spanish MEP Esteban Gonzalez Pons was never going to let the grass grow beneath his feet. Predictably, he wasted no time in the EU's plenary session to call for the decolonisation of Gibraltar and to remind his fellow MEPs that Brexit means Brexit.
Cuando alguien organiza un Brexit es para irse, no para quedarse de otra manera. Reino Unido no puede tener más ventajas estando fuera de las que se tiene estando dentro. Hemos pasado 3 años lamentando que se fueran. Ahora no puede confundirnos la nostalgia porque se fueron. Ahora son un país tercero. Negociemos con ellos duramente como hacemos con todo país tercero y defendamos a los nuestros. Defendamos la descolonización de Gibraltar, que no se convierta en un paraíso fiscal, que no siga siendo un paraíso fiscal. Defendamos a nuestros pescadores, que todos los días tienen que jugarse la vida para poder ganarse el pan.
The European Parliament showed its support for Spain by voting overwhelmingly in support of Michel Barnier's key negotiating positions, with 543 to 39 votes. That included 69 abstentions. Brussels-based journalist Georg von Harrack has followed Gibraltar issues for many years in the European Parliament, and he spoke to me just before the vote.
What's been clear throughout the withdrawal agreement negotiations and now into this next phase is that Spain has a clear role when it comes to Gibraltar, and that's very clear again in this resolution that the European Parliament is voting on right at the moment, which is that any agreement that the UK wants to have on behalf of Gibraltar with the European Union has to involve Spain. In other words, a de facto Spanish veto. Interesting to note that Spain can't negotiate directly with the UK or with Gibraltar because it's a member state of the European Union. Only the EU can negotiate with countries and territories outside the EU. So it will have to be, the EU will have to be involved if there is some kind of deal with Gibraltar, but clear that it will be on Spain's behalf.
Georg, you're actually there, so tell us, what's the mood like in this first plenary session without British MEPs?
Yeah, well, it's actually a divided mood. On the one side, there are those that feel kind of very personally and sorrowful about the UK leaving, and they still feel that kind of human sense of their British colleagues not being there. But there are those that are also more bullish, notably more bullish.
And in the meantime, the EU have published its new map, the UK no longer there.
That's right. The realities of Brexit, I think, are setting in.
But also with obligations for both sides.
The EU's negotiating mandate could be revised again before the EU27 are scheduled to sign it off on the 25th of this month, with talks on the future relationship expected to start in March.